Hey guys, Daro here, and 2021 is finally wrapping up. It feels like this year has gone on for 10 years, and it's done a lot of wear and tear to me. But I'm gonna take these fucking off finally. Uh, a lot has gone down in the last 12 months. Be it good or bad, just a lot. This year has been simultaneously the best and worst of my entire life, and I'm kind of honored to still be here at this point. I've lived by the mantra of like no reason is a bad reason to keep going, because there's so much that I could be doing, you know. That like literally anything is a good reason to keep pushing through bullshit. And trust me, a lot of bullshit has happened in the last year. Um, I'm not gonna get too deep into the depressing series of events that has led me to here, because I don't want this to be a depressing video. This is the end of the year, New Year's coming, a lot of changes coming. It's very, very soon, and I don't want to burden everybody with all the depressing details, but needless to say, I've lost a lot in the last year, um, in my personal life, and it's kind of made me realize you really don't know what you have until you lose something. Um, what I've realized is that I have as much stuff as I've lost people and everything. Like I realized I have probably one of the best support systems there could ever be. An entire group of phenomenal friends that have been there through all the shit that I've dealt with in the last year. Hell, more than that, honestly. I have whatever family that's left to hang around. That have been incredible supports for me, and it's sort of turned what would otherwise be a extremely dark and depressing year into one that I can kind of look back on as something that has made me a stronger person in the end. And as much as it's surprising that I've gotten this far, I couldn't be happier that I have. Um, but creatively, as a content creator, as a story creator, as a character creator, this is probably one of the most creatively fulfilling years of my entire life. Um, whether it be the stuff I've been doing in LWE with all of my characters there, and then creating this branching narrative of cause and effect that's led to um, multiple stories changing and evolving and characters developing over time. It's been a very fun thing to challenge myself with and say, okay, this thing happened. How could it change this person? This person did this. How can this person become better or, God forbid, worse from it? And the same thing is going for Third Street Wrestling with the development of all of my characters and multiple others. And there's still stuff down the pipeline for Third Street Wrestling that we haven't gotten to yet, but I already have planned out because I book for like ages on end for some things, and it just puts me in a sort of like weird state where I just start popping myself with all these fucking ideas that I just eventually just have to put them out there. Um, and of course, yeah, the continued growth of Third Street Wrestling. I said it last year, but like Third Street, I think it rings even more true this year. That Third Street Wrestling has become way bigger than I ever thought it would be. It started as a bit. It legitimately started as a bit, and now, fucking a year and some change later, it's like it's not the biggest thing, obviously, because I am not capable of creating the biggest thing. But it's become this fucking whole other fucking a different kind of shark than it was when it started, and I cannot be prouder of the work I've been able to do with Third Street. And the fact that it got noticed by the Saints Row Twitter is also phenomenal. I will never live that down. I should say I will never let that die. That is forever on the internet. Thank you, Saints Row Twitter, for acknowledging my shitty little call show. But we did the first pay per view, which Took a lot longer than I wanted it to take, but that was because of everything that was going down. But eventually we got there, and people seem to have enjoyed it. As flawed as it might be, I still look back on it proudly because it's a testament to all the hard work myself and a few other people have put into this show to make it what it is. As well as the live shows, and we just did a show on my birthday, the Super Ethical Reality Climax show, which got such a great reaction, and I could not be more proud of the reaction it garnered from everybody, because that show was such a quick, rushed together thing, but it came together so well that I can't help but be so fucking proud of it, you know. As well as the continued growth of ICS. A year ago, ICS was not in the position it is now. And to see where we've gone from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, it warms my fucking heart, because it's just a testament to the hard work of Foolery and Morningstar and all the Roys that have put into this to make this what it is, especially Foolery. The ICS would not be what it is without Tom Foolery. That motherfucker is such a fucking hog dipper for this fucking shit. This man spends hours upon hours upon hours of his waking moments making this ICS shit into way bigger than I thought it would become. Honestly, it is incredible. Like, sponsoring call shows, sponsoring characters, having our hands on everything. Fucking FWD, to see it go this far and to become this big. It's such a fucking. It's such a. I don't want to say it's a proud papa moment because I didn't create it. It's like kind of like a proud second cousin, proud uncle maybe. But it's still, I couldn't be more proud of Instant Classic Studios and everything that's been able to do in the past year. I've been able to work with some phenomenal people in the past 12 months that a lot of them I would have never guessed, Like, in the last year, I've worked with a lot of people that I never met, a lot of people I'd never heard of until this year or maybe last year. A lot of people I've known for a while, a lot of people that I've been watching since I was in fucking high school. So, like, just the course of the course my life has taken since joining CAW has been one of the weirdest and most proud courses I could have ever taken, And there's a few things I would change. I was gonna say I wouldn't change a thing, but that's a lie. There's a lot of things I would change, but for the most part, all the positive things that have happened to me, I wouldn't change for the world, and even some of the bad. As weird as it has gotten, a lot of the bad things that have happened to me in this CAW multiverse, I'll call it, has helped me grow as a creator and as a person. I've made friends and I've lost friends, and some of them I've lost for very stupid reasons and probably shouldn't have, and maybe things could have gone better. I could have reacted better. Some of them, I'm glad they're gone, and I don't need that negativity in my life. Not gonna name names, but they have been featured on this channel before, and I will not speak them into this fucking into the universe, because fuck it. 2022 is different. I'm not doing that shit no more. Not giving people that don't deserve it the energy. But I'm glad to still have the friends I do. Be them, people that have tons of support or have no support. I don't give a fuck. My friends are my friends, and I'm glad to be still friends with them, And it would be difficult to talk about 2021 without talking about the movement. This is where the video is going to get controversial, because the movement is very controversial. But that is where I got my start, and they are still something that I'm wearing a Stigma shirt. Like, give me a break here. But I'm of the belief that everybody has to make their own decisions for themselves. I'm not gonna change my position on certain things based on what a few other people will say, and I urge everybody else to do the same. But for me, 2021, especially towards the start and the first few months of 2021, when JAM was regularly doing things, of course, the hiatus came, and that's not my place to say it shouldn't have happened. I honestly think it's a good idea, because fuck, I can understand not wanting to work on 19 anymore. But to see what they've done past the hiatus, it's been very, very welcome changes for the most part. But in the early stages of 2021, the work I was doing with JAM was some of my favorite shit. Just 9 months ago, I became the first ever JAM Lionheart champion. And I know, technically it's 2023, but, the show was recorded and posted in 2021. Eat a bag of dicks. But yeah, I became the first ever Lionheart champion in JAM. And I still am. And that's an honor to me. Honestly, they could have went with literally anybody to hold that honor. And they probably would have done it better than I did. But I cannot be more honored, even to this day. Because like I explained earlier, I've been watching movement shit since I was in high school, I think it was around 2015, 2016 that I really started watching FAM and stuff. And it was around the time of the Faniversary 4 era and all that stuff. I think a little bit before that even. So like 2K16, 2K17, I think. And a lot of these people that I watched during that show, especially, I work with now, And I couldn't be more honored to, because these guys are guys that I looked up to and guys I wanted to emulate in my own kind of bubble, and make my own, carve out my own niche in the same vein. I won't be able to put on 20, 30, 40-minute classics like they do, but I want to do something like that's my own, that has my own spin on it, and I wouldn't be able to do that without the inspiration from these people, and even be friends with some of these people that have done this stuff and have been around this community for so long. It's almost mind-boggling, really, like to get DMs from the people that I do, and part of me still marks out. I'm not gonna lie, part of me still marks out seeing certain people send me a text or shoot me a DM on Discord or something. It's baffling to me, and I could not be more honored, and I could not be more grateful for the opportunities I've been given from guys like Cameron, guys like Stigma, guys like Rom, Andy, Ryan. These are some phenomenal creators and some amazing people I've been able to interact with, and it kind of warms my heart to be able to do this stuff. Like we did the Community Day Pride Month stream in June, and to be able to just sit there and chat and shoot this shit with Cameron and Rom and Stigma and Foolery, who was there, it was a fun time. And it was a great time, and I'd do it again if I could, because we had a lot of fun that day. And Cameron, if you're even watching this, I haven't talked to him a lot in the last few months, probably because of my own very poor scheduling. But I'd love to be able to work with Cameron more, and I hope in the next year I get to, because the work that these guys were doing, and especially the stuff they're still doing. Like, I watched Andy versus Stigma, and I was blown the fuck away. Because that's some fucking top-tier shit right there, man. Stigma is a fucking legend for that. And the Fatal 4-Way that they put out for Requiem was fucking sick. I'm still fucking marking out the 2TM came back. But I hope that I can help the movement grow into 2022. And I hope that I can help work with these guys, and I hope I can still continue to be really good friends. My camera sucks. I hope I can continue to be friends with these guys and keep those good relationships going into 2022, and I could not thank them enough. And to everybody else I probably forgot to thank in this video, because it's like 7:40 p.m. on New Year's Eve. I'm not gonna be doing much, but probably fucking watching YouTube, or throwing on some Marvel movies, or fucking playing Guardians, But, thank you to everybody, Everybody that supported me in the last year, the last couple of years that I've been doing this fucking weird-ass call shit. Everybody that's, followed me on Twitter and watched me shit post for the majority of this year, everybody that's followed me on Twitch, especially if you're following me on Twitch, you guys got me to a fucking affiliate. That's fucking all. I never thought I'd get there. Now I can have a Rex Suplexer emote on Twitch now. Excuse me. That's fucking awesome. And I plan on streaming a lot more in the next year. I might even start scheduling my streams, so that way people know when I'm going to be live. To everybody that's followed me, is subscribed to this YouTube channel, subscribe to the Third Street Wrestling YouTube channel. Everybody that's added in any way to my personal and professional growth in the last year, I want to thank you immensely, because I would not be here without this. This shit has really kept me going. And I know that sounds like a weird thing, because like, oh, you're doing CAW, but like, CAW, it's not my life, obviously, and it shouldn't be. You shouldn't dedicate your every waking moment to CAW. Honestly, that's a very, very toxic way to live, especially in this day and age. But CAW is a very important part of my life, and it's something I enjoy, and it's something I want to continue to dedicate myself to, because I know that I can become better at it if I keep trying. And obviously, I'm gonna do more than CAW shit. You know, the next year I plan on expanding my horizons and making content with every other thing. But for now, I'm very proud of the niche I've carved out, and of the fan base I've acquired, and of the friends I've gained through this that I probably wouldn't have gained otherwise. Just in general, even if you just clicked on this video because you saw I was fucking posting something finally, just thank you so much for the past year. It's been very difficult, but the continued support I've gotten in the past year has helped me immensely get through everything. Thank you for watching if you did. If you didn't, who gives a shit? Video's over now. Feel free to like this video. Leave a comment telling me I'm a piece of shit. Follow me on Twitter at that Daro guy. Follow Third Street Wrestling on Twitter at TSWrestling2K. Follow me on Twitch. Maybe even drop a sub if you feel like it. Sub with Prime, maybe. Subscribe to the Third Street Wrestling YouTube channel. All these links will probably be in the description, or not. I might forget. Don't hold me to it. And just overall, thank you guys for this wonderful year that has had a lot of twists and turns. English isn't my strong suit. And here's to another year of personal growth and professional growth. Happy New Year, everybody.